All right, baritones. Hey, this is measure 33 in Gaudete, and hopefully some helpful hints and tips to help you out here. You guys, like I said before, are kind of the glue here in this fugue section. So you start off with what some of the low folks have, but then you kind of start over again uh, when some of the low clarinets and other folks come in with the same idea a little bit later. Um, let's jump in first, though, and just kind of take a look at a couple issues from a fingering standpoint. And if you notice, for treble clef folks, so Ethan especially, up top here, I have the treble clef line. My bass clef folks, you guys are down here on the second line. And you're going a pretty far distance. You're going over an octave here. We're starting pretty low on that concert A, or for treble clef folks, your low B natural. And going the whole way up an octave plus one note. So a couple things to remember. Because of our key signature, that note is going to be second valve, not first. And there's no alteration at all. So anytime you have that that low note, or even the one that's the octave up from that, okay, that is going to be a second valve note. There's no spot where that changes. So you might want to mark in second for all of those notes. Moving on as far as our accidentals go. Here we get a B natural, concert B natural, or for my treble clef folks, C sharp. Since this is the low note, since this is the low version, that's going to be all three fingers. That's going to be first, second, and third valve when you get there. So 1, 2, and 3. Now, you get the same note here up the octave, and the only difference is you get rid of third valve. So when you get the upper octave, and also over here, you're looking at just first and second. So again, low ones are 1, 2, and 3, and upper octaves are first and second only for that B natural / C sharp. Okay, a couple other fingering things to look at. Again, because of our key signature, these notes, your concert E or F sharp for my treble clef folks, that's going to be second valve. And again, whenever you see that note with the no, I guess the whole way through. Yeah. We are going to have it second, always second valve here. Okay. So a lot of times we're used to seeing that and playing first valve because of the key, but this time it is second valve. Okay. Next, we have some sharps here. Concert F sharp, which again, for my treble clef folks, is a G sharp. This is going to be second and third valve, and you get that 3 spots. So again, if you don't have that marked, I would mark that second and third valve. And then notice here it goes back to our regular, which is open. So we want to be careful there. So first of all, some fingering things to look at. And what I might do is not even worry about rhythms or stuff yet, but get those finger patterns and get them slowly. And also, I'll point out that accidentals carry through. So we've got this concert B / C sharp here, which means this B and C sharp are the same thing. So both of these are all 3 valves, because this natural carries over to this note, this sharp carries over to this note. So again, a good idea maybe to simply get all of your fingerings down first. And likewise here, the sharps and naturals carry here as well. So since this was sharp, so is this. So still first and second. Since this was sharp, so is this. Or natural, so is this. So again, first and second. Then the hard part becomes some of your rhythms. And really what you have here, folks, is a short melodic idea that kind of gets repeated at a weird spot. So when we start off, we get this chunk right here. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3 and. It doesn't even take up a full 3 bars of music. It's 2 1/3 bars, right? 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3 and. And then you get that same thing starting over here. And then it continues. Okay, so 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 3. So it's really tricky the way this works out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3 and 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 2, 1, 3, 2 and 3, 1. So you get some weirdness here. And then we start to get these notes that are side by side that are all 2 beats, but all happening in 3/4. So 3 beats in the measure, but 2 beat notes. So each time you get them, they're going to be a beat earlier in your measure. So when you get to this point, this one's on beat 3, and we hold it for 2 beats. Then this one's on beat 2, and we hold it for 2 beats. Then this one's on beat 1, and we hold it for 2 beats. And then this one is on beat 3, and again we hold it for 2 beats. And after we get through there, I think your rhythms are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But again, the challenge is noticing that we've got this pattern, okay, dot, 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 and then we get it again here, but it's a beat later. Dot, 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 followed by all of those 2 beat notes. Okay, and that rhythm is the rhythm of that melody. Ba 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 ba. I might not be singing in the right key, but that's the way that goes. So you start off with the low folks, and then you transition and go with the clarinets and tenor saxes. So when you begin this, you're with tubas here. When you begin it again here on beat 2, now you're with clarinet 2 and 3 and tenor. So like I said, you kind of are blending those 2 groups together. So really pretty important there that you guys can start both of those at the right spot. So hopefully this video is helpful. If you need other tips, if you need other help, if you want to hear it again, let me know through that Gaudete check-in form. But again, you know, fingerings first, and get those finger patterns, and maybe don't worry about the rhythm. And then the challenge really, rhythmically, is getting from here to here. Dot, 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 dot. And then after that, as long as you're counting 2 beats, etc., I think you'll be in good shape. I hope this video is helpful for you, and happy practicing.